The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the February 19th, the fantastic Friday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We're going to go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, and that's this, during this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in at 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, we've got you covered there too. You can always let those fingers do the walking. Go ahead, send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question, of course, in our Tiger's Den. Any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on fantastic Friday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Right now, we got a mixed bag out here. The Dow's up 45. The S&P's back 4. The NASDAQ is off 66. The Russell's up 43. The semis are up 48. The trannies are up 240. So we've got some big movers, and we've got a few shakers. Gold's up $3. Silver 24 cents. Light Sweet Crude is trading back $1.44. We'll go figure out what all that means. 30-year Treasury down another point and a half. 1 and 13/30 seconds out there, trading out at 163.03. New profiles attempting to form, both in gold and the 30-year Treasury, both above price. That carries with it a bearish message out there. But let's go take a look at the charts. We do have a few requests that have come in, but let's go take a look at the general markets, what to be focused on and paying attention to. I'll just simply go to the short-term time frame charts out here. And the short-term, really the NASDAQ. It's the NASDAQ that is the one that's taking the most heat out here. The question is, as we take a look at a 30-minute time frame chart, is it about to bottom? Why would we say that? Well, if you take a look at the top that came in yesterday afternoon at 4 o'clock, that was a TD9 count top, bar number 8 that occurred on. If you look at the bottom at 7:30 or 10 o'clock last night, take that back. At 10 o'clock, you had bar number 9 forming of a TD9 count. Didn't get a TD9 count top, got really close out there, but we didn't get that coming into the 9:30 session. But right now, you can see that price is flirting with 13,562. That's a second breakout level for these 30-minute time frame chart. The third one is down at 13,496. We're going to get bar number 9, or we should get bar number 9 in about 1 minute. This is a 30-minute chart. I take that back. I don't know if we're going to get bar number 9. We should get bar number 9 when we get to the 1:30 time frame. But remember, the low of this pattern can form a bars 8, 9, or the bar following 9. So this is something to watch for out here, and we'll try to observe it and watch it during the show today. Now, that's going on in the 30-minute time frame. We don't have that same pattern, the same count or anything on the ES, the YM, and certainly we don't have that inside the Russell 2000. So I don't want to waste your time. I'm not interested in wasting your time. What I will say is what the charts are saying. And that's this. So I've got a 10-minute chart up for the NQ. So what I like to do is if the 30-minute chart is showing us some kind of a bottoming signal out here, then what's going on a 10-minute chart? Because we should see some kind of turn there. Well, what you can see is at 1:10 in the afternoon, so just a few seconds ago, you got to bar number 9 of the TD9 count for the 10-minute time frame. And so if a turn is going to occur, we're doing this live right here. It's happening right now. If you're an intraday trader and you were looking to, you had a hankering to get long the NQ, well, then now is the time, right here. based upon the 10-minute time frame chart out there. That anyway, just a suggestion to you. Of course, you'd like to see there's an A to B equals CD to the downside. You get that bullish reversal signal. Then that gives you your buy the D point pattern as well. But remember, it's only the NQ that's showing you these patterns, but that's the one that's taking it in the chin as we speak right now. But we want to watch the NQ because if that TD9 count doesn't hold, maybe that's sending a message to both you and I. So that's what's going on there. Now we can take a look at daily time frame charts, which we will. What we'll do with regard to the daily time frame chart is I want to share with you the following, and that is that when we take a look at market profiles, the Dow equity future contract that was attempting to form a new profile yesterday, that did not take hold. Remember, I used my advanced Doppler tool here, and it's not that the data isn't solid. It's just we can't, because it's an advanced tool, I can't get confirmation until the next session opens. Well, in this case here, it won't be till Sunday evening at 6 o'clock or just past 6 o'clock. But nonetheless, we still want to use the data, or at least I want to use the data. And here we can see that price is just consolidating with inside this bullish structured profile, inside the Dow equity future contract. 31,607 is your current resistance level. 31,173 to 31,336 is the supporter because it's a bullish structured profile. With regard to profiles, the only other thing out here to really comment on, yesterday the NQ held the top of that profile. So another level to be watching is going to be 13,512. So even if these TD9 counts do take hold, and it's just an intraday counter trend rally move to the upside, maybe to the oscillator and change line or something along those lines, if at the end of the day you see it close below 13,512, not that it's going to give a change in trend signal for the NQ, but there will be a crack in its armor, so to speak. And inside the Russell 2000, big strong move. This has been consolidating with inside its bearish structured profile. If you and I were going to yesterday say on a counter trend move, where would the Russell 2000 top out at? You would have said, hey, Steve-O, I know the answer to that because I've listened to you about these bullish and bearish structured profiles, and you have always shared with us if this is just a counter trend move out here, it would find resistance at that center line, and that's at 2276. Now, the actual high today out here is 2276.70. You got to love that, folks. So watch that, because if price closes above that, that's a signal that a move all the way back to the top of the profile, 2316, would be in order. Peak G says also, what's a TD count in Bitcoin today? During the break, Peak, I'll pull up a Bitcoin chart. We'll take a look at that, and we'll be able to answer that question. But since we are in the answering questions mode out here, that's really what the show is all about. Let's go to our first question. The first question came in earlier this morning. This came in from David H. David H., I believe this is David. Is this David in Texas? It is. Tomball, Texas out there. And David wants to take a look at Mosaic. I see we're about to go to a break. He's asking the following questions: support levels on a daily, weekly, and monthly time frame. Should I be concerned that the high on 216 was tested and failed? Was this a test of a high that is pushing higher with volume, or a failure to take the high out resulting? So we kind of get the picture out here, and we're going to take so let's put up Mosaic. You can see it on the screen. First, David, you've got a brand new daily profile that is formed, bullish in structure. Now, this is not an advanced Doppler tool that I'm using here. So this is a solid profile. And it gives you support at 2720, between 2720 and 2805, and resistance at 3105. This is Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be back in just a few to take apart Mosaic. MOS is the ticker symbol. Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as,
whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. We're taking a look at Mosaic for Dave in Texas out here. Dave, with regard to his first question was, should he be concerned that the high on February 16th, that high out there was 31.05, that the bar 2 days later was a test and rejection of that? Well, it really wasn't a test and rejection because it never tested the high. The high in that session was 31.05, and yesterday the high was 30.96. Now, price did close below the bottom of that swing point. That swing point from the 16th at 8 million shares. This closed below it with 12 million shares. So let's not worry so much about that. It's a good question, and I can't give you a definitive answer. I mean, I can't give you a definitive answer, but I'd rather just look at my other tools out here to assist you with that, because it sounds like you're long Mosaic, and so let's go see if you should stay long. Well, actually, the answer is, my friend, is blowing in the wind. No, I'm just kidding. It's right here on our screen. Brand new daily profile. I don't know if I mentioned that to you. I think I did. So if you saw a close below 27.20, that could suggest a problem. And a problem, I mean, just simply a pull back to 24.58 or so. The weekly chart out here depends on today's close. So right now, you do not have a bearish reversal candle. Earlier in the day, earlier in the day, I'd say really yesterday, you most certainly did with that push lower. But if you don't have a bearish reversal candle, and right now you've got a 1 to 1 A to B equals CD that has completed, is that the end of the move? Dave, I say the answer with Mosaic is no. Now, if you do get a bearish reversal candle today and this begins to trade lower, maybe down to about 28.05, you would get a piercing candle for sure, and that would say caution. Well, we're not there right now at 1:20 in the afternoon. And so at 1:20 in the afternoon, the suggestion is I want to move up to 33.44. That's the 1 to 1.272 A to B equals CD. In fact, Dave, I would say not even that being the target, more like 38.18, because that'd be the 1 to 1.618. Well, we don't have to look about 38.18. We just have to look to the 37.37 level. That's its most recent high. Maybe it's its all-time high. That I don't know. But it's the most recent high back in 2019. Now, from the 2019 high to the low in 2020, you're at a 0.786 retracement. So it would make sense that it's trying to do something else, maybe just churn and burn. But let's go take a look at Stevie's white background charts out here. And we take a look at the white background charts on the daily basis. Do we see a topping pattern out here? And the answer is, yeah, you've got a TD9 count top. But so far, price has just pulled back to test support, the bottom of that daily profile. Your breakout area here, and this is going to be your go, no-go zone, is going to be 2650. That's the breakout level. If you saw a close below 2650, you'd have to prepare, you should prepare for a move lower, maybe even 2162. But right now, I think you just stay the course. The weekly chart, we've covered that. Now, this is going to be bar number 8 of a TD9 count. But remember, that top can form on bars 9 or bar 10 out here. I would still stay the course. Monthly time frame chart, you got resistance at 3162 on top of that 0.786 retracement, but you clear 3162, it's off to the races to the upside. 30-minute time frame charts out here, what do they show? So you got a nice TD9 count top that led to a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. You now have an A to B equals CD to the upside that's underway inside a mosaic. If you get a bearish reversal candle, that could set up a A to B equals C, a sell the D point or a Gartley sell point. But we're not there just yet, and I've got to give you the information as of 1:21 in the afternoon. And right now it says, Dave, you should stay the course. Watch 2650. That is what the charts are communicating to you. So thanks so much for writing in, and I hope that helps you out. We had a request inside the den to take a look at TripAdvisor. And let's go take a look at it. TRIP. I think it's TripAdvisor, is it not? It is TripAdvisor. Trading out at 40.08, above the top of the daily, above the top of the weekly, and above the top of the monthly chart. So TripAdvisor is looking very bullish from the standpoint of its profiles. Let's go see what else is going on out here on the daily time frame. What do we have for TripAdvisor? We've got just price moving higher, doing less relative energy, but this took out yesterday a TD9 count top. That says strong momentum move to the upside. So I don't recall who was asking about it in the den, but the daily chart is saying, hey, I like this. I want to continue to move higher. So no top in place there. You know what? I don't have my let me do this for you out here. This was my futures charts that I threw that in on. Let me pull back. Let me just type it in off the screen, TripAdvisor. Let me put it on the other set of charts out here that I use for our cash indices and instruments out here. And this way we can take a look at the weekly. So the daily said stay the course. The weekly, when we take a look at TripAdvisor, is communicating what to us? It says to Steve-O, I want to continue to move higher. No bearish reversal signal or anything along those lines. So the weekly looks good. The monthly time frame chart out here for TripAdvisor, we already talked about how that was above the top of that box. It is going to be bar number 8, but bar number 9 or the bar following bar number 9 could be that top. This right now is suggesting to move up to 56.60. So, and on a 30-minute basis, what we have out here, we don't have any reason to jettison the position. So if you are in Mosaic, I got Mosaic on my brain. If you are in TripAdvisor, the charts are suggesting to stay with the move. And I hope that helps you out. We also had another question inside the Tiger's Den. There's 2 of them, I believe. Steve, can you look at what is this? I got to find it here. Where is it? LGHL. So let's get the LGHL going. LGHL, no idea what it is, but we're going to find out. LGHL, get in our white background charts and see where price is trading in relationship to its profiles. It's above the top of the weekly. A close of 539 is what you'd be looking for. It's above the top of the daily. Not enough data to generate a monthly chart. So let's go pull over LGHL, which is the Lion Group Holding Limited. Rawr, out there. If we go take a look at the daily time frame, what is the signal to you and I? There is no signal of any kind of a top. You do have a Rhodes momentum indicator signal trigger, but no bearish reversal candle. So this suggests continuing to move higher. If we go take a look at the weekly time frame, you know what? We're just not going to have a ton of data out here, but the weekly is not suggesting it. And a close above 539 would be a bullish indication for you. Quickly to the 30-minute time frame chart. Here you do have a Rhodes momentum indicator top, which has led to nothing more than a pullback to support, and that's at the bottom of the profile, right around the 545-ish type area out there. So LGHL still looks pretty good. whoever was requesting that, and thanks so much for doing that. Victor wanted to take a look at Planeteer, PLTR. Maybe that's not how you spell it. I mean, maybe that's not how you pronounce it, but it is how Stevie pronounces it. So let's go take a look at PLTR. And this has, now you've got the confirmed buy point out here. You've got a gap to the upside. You could call it an island bottom out here, and this is suggesting your buy. So, Victor, I think you wanted to get into it. We suggested that you wait patiently for the bullish reversal signal because of the completed 1 to 1 A to B equals CD, and now you got it. You got a gap to the upside. That is a bullish pattern. Victor, in fact, I know that you love gaps. In fact, you believe that all gaps will be filled, and this gap here might stop you from taking the trade. And if that's the case, so be it. But that was the bullish signal. You should not be afraid of gaps. Gaps are your friend, not your foe. What price should do at a minimum here, Victor, is make its way up to 32.20 or so. And if price can get above that, 41.06 is in the cards. But you got your completed by the D point today. That's assuming that it continues to trade like it does out there. And I hope that helps you out with regard to ticker symbol PLTR. This is Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We're going to go to a hard break right now. What's that? That means we're going to play some commercials for you. But we'll be back in just a few. Dow sub 59, S&P 900.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den trading room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
folks. Dow is up 59. The S&P is off 3. The NASDAQ 100 is down 57 points out here. Let's go to a couple of questions. One coming in from Alan. And Alan writes in and says, hey, Steve. He said, hi, Steve. I said, hey. He said, hi. Please tell me what the charts are saying about symbol CCJ, Kamiko Gold out here. I'm interested in starting a long position, and I'm looking for an entry point. Also, I believe this has a confirmed A to B equals CD pattern to the upside with volume. I'm correct on this assessment. So let's go take a look at CCJ, Kamiko Corp. And you're asking about an A to B equals CD to the upside. So let's try to draw in that pattern out here. Let's get rid of the A to B equals CD to the downside. So the A to B equals CD to the upside that I would be looking at, the A point starts out here on the trading day of November 4th. Your B point that you would be using, it looks like it's the high from January 6th. And the C point is going to be the low from January 22nd. So, Alan, there is an A to B equals CD pattern. The swing point had volume of 5.4 million shares. And it was passed with 12 million shares. So that's a confirmed A to B equals CD to the upside. First thing, Alan, notice that it's a 46% retracement, the B to C leg. Second thing, notice that price is along the left side of that C to D leg. What does that say to us? That says that what Kamiko Corp wants to do is eventually get its way up, not to the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD, which is 1801, but more likely an expansion of that, 1960, 2163. At least that's the message coming from the daily charts. Now, there's a brand new profile formed this week. Price right now is struggling with the resistance level of 1639. And price is trading right now at 1639. Ideally, you'd like to see it close above that, but there's nothing broken here. I'll pull up my other charts. We'll see if there's anything else that we can see. Oh, I should get those other charts started here, though. CCJ. On the weekly basis, what do we have? Price above the top of the weekly profile is going to be week number 2. Price above the top of the monthly profile. So we need to go see if there's some kind of topping signal on the daily that might suggest a pullback to 1456 or so. And as we look at the daily time frame chart, what do we see out here? We actually don't see much of anything. There's no topping signal that looks like is going to form today. And this continues to remain bullish out here. And as long as price stays above 1596 in the daily time frame, that is its message to you. So you were correct. You were correct about the confirmed A to B equals CD to the upside. So we've already been through that, but not a top just yet. It's got more room to go. And then, of course, we took a look at the structure of that pattern and said, hey, you know what? This should do more than a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD pattern. On a weekly basis, last week was a continued momentum move signal, meaning price in about 4 weeks' time cleared the TD9 count top that it had there. So this is suggesting a move to the upside. And on a monthly basis here, when we take a look at CCJ, if it can close this month out above 1574 on a monthly basis, which had a Rhodes momentum indicator signal, it had a hammer bottom, beautiful. And now price is taken on this month. The month is not over, 1574. But it's close, Alan, about 1574 that would give you a longer-term change in trend signal. That's the breakdown level, 1574. So I hope that helps you out. Nice work on your A to B equals CD patterns out there. And if you're in this trade right now, stay with the trade. Nick wants to take a look at DDD. So let's go take a look at Dunkin' Donuts. No, that's not Dunkin' Donuts. They could make a Dunkin' Donut. Could you eat it if it's coming out of a 3D printer out there? I would think so. Anybody have a 3D printer? Is there edible food? It's got to be, certainly you can use wax. And for those of you that have ever had candy corn, remember, it's neither candy nor corn. That only leaves one thing, wax. Yeah, you can use those things as candles. I'm being serious here. Yeah, just put a little wick in there, and candy corn, they operate like candles out here. But that's not what Nick's question is. Nick's question was, Steve, I'm looking to buy DDD. Could you analyze this one for me? Well, it's possible that your entry point was this morning at the bottom of its bullish structured daily profile, 4205. Yes, Nick, there was a close below the bottom yesterday, but remember, we need 2 consecutive closes. We don't have 2 consecutive closes. So We're looking at the daily. That might have been the entry point. Now we're going to go look at my other charts out here just to make sure. But right now that looks pretty good. Price is way up. But can you believe this? The weekly profile for 3D Systems is down at $5.70. It's trading at $44.39. Hello, wake up out there. Okay, let's go look at my other charts out here for 3D Systems out there. You just printed lunch. I love it. Man, what'd you have? Candy corn for lunch? Let's go take a look at 3D Systems. 3D Systems right now, that's a monthly chart. Yeah, let's start with the monthly chart. What do you have at the bottom? Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom and a TD9 count bottom and a 7th wave move bottom. Boy, this was a triple play out here. You got to love that. Now, price closed about $12.56. That was telling you on an intermediate term basis. I'm sorry, a long-term basis, it had changed its trend. And now price is just taking on the next resistance level. That was $54.10. How did I do that? My hands weren't even touching anything. In any event, I did it. So 54.10 is your next resistance area, longer term. Weekly time frame chart, and prices tested and rejected it, but I wouldn't worry about it. On a weekly basis, strong move. Strong move out here. Nothing that I see that suggests a top inside of 3D Systems. And now we take a look at the daily time frame. You did get that Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. And prices pulled back and it's tested support, and that's the bottom at that 42.05 level. So that's what we're going to say. That's your entry point. Now, look, you're not out of the woods here, but you've got at least a bullish structured profile to your back. And if you want to take a long trade, you take a long trade now, and your close would be below yesterday's low. What is yesterday's low? It's $40.05. Why? Because, boy, if price gets below that, one, it could be an A to B equals CD to the downside. Your next level of support is not until you get to $10.37. That's a long way down. And let's go look at a 30-minute time frame chart. Is there any signal out here? Any signal out here? Not really. Not really. So because our support levels on the daily time frame are either 42.05 or $10.37, yeah, no, this is your risk-reward trade, but you've got this signal that you were looking for as support has held. I hope that helps you out, Nick. Thanks so much for writing in, and have a great weekend. So let's see, are there any other questions that are out here? So hard for me to read through all of the den stuff, and we got a minute going, so I'll wait till our next break and I'll read through those messages. In the meantime, let's just surf around. Let's take a look at some of our tools that we like to use, like the New York Stock Exchange, and take a look at where its advanced decline oscillator is. And right now, it's printing at minus 23.07. Yesterday was day number 2 below the zero threshold level. That confirmed that sellers are in control of the marketplace. And not until price closes 2 consecutive sessions above that zero threshold will that view be changed. However, even though sellers have control of the market, it still is up to that spot volatility index. It is as simple as that. And that simpleness means you need to see it close above 23.69. This is trading out right now at 22.01. So it's got a bit of work to do before it gets up to that level. This is Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be back in just a few.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Are you grinding in the market but seeing little to no return? Or are you a successful trader simply looking to make his job a little easier? Learn to take the path of least resistance with David White's powerful trading newsletter. David White is an accomplished trader whose deep understanding of technology and the markets allows him to consistently find and share winning trades. Support and resistance define the ranges in which stocks trade. By understanding these trading ranges, David White is able to find the path of least resistance. David White's trading newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, is delivered daily before the markets open to make every trading day an easy win. Visit TFNN.com today and subscribe to David White's Ultimate Trading Newsletter for $119 a month and try all of our newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Take the path of least resistance at TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So we've got some other requests that have come in by email. Let me just get these things properly populated here. Looks like one from Daniel, one from Susanna. And so let's go take a look at those questions out here. And those questions are, we've got 3, and also one from Mike. So Daniel writes in and he says, hello, Steve. Just if you have time, if there are a lot of others, please do them. I'm not right now finding the current. Well, what do you want to look at, Daniel? Oh, NNOX. Hello. He put it right there in front of my face. You know, that's the problem. If you put something right in front of you, sometimes you never see it. You know what I mean? What do they call that? They call that a scotoma, just in case you were, just in case you ask your significant other or whomever to go get the ketchup out of the refrigerator or the salt out of the cupboard, and they say it's not there. And, of course, you know it's there, and you say, no, it's right there. No, it's not there. And then you go point it out to them. It's right in front of them. You can say you have a scotoma. Okay, NNOX is the ticker symbol. You really weren't that interested in scotomas, but it is good to know about scotomas. Think about it when you're trading and investing. Sometimes it's sitting right in front of you, and you end up having a scotoma. Okay, let's go take a look at NanoX imaging out here for Daniel. And you're not in it. Right now, Daniel, this is trading below the bottom of its daily profile out there, 59.78, which was, or 59.76, which was support, is now resistance. Hasn't traded long enough on the weekly or monthly time frame to generate any kind of signal information for us. So let's go take a look at NanoX, like from Mork and Mindy out here. And why does this have such little data? Let me get this data series here populated. It's got 365. Oh, it doesn't have 365 days worth of data. Hello. Don't you like how I'm just so quick on the fly out there? In any event, we've got NNOX. That's got a nice Rhodes momentum indicator top. Price is below the bottom of that daily profile. No other bottoming signal. You're going to stay put. This could form a TD9 count sometime next week, Wednesday, Thursday next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week out there. So stay put, but I don't see any kind of a signal for you just yet. There's an A to B equals CD. Let me show you what that looks like. We'll do this on the black background charts out here. And give me a moment to, why isn't this going? There we go. So your A to B equals CD pattern out here, and it's already done the 1-to-1. This I can see is, but what's the next level out there? The next level could be 49, 41 to the downside. So just stay put for the time being out here on Nanotech, or whatever it's called, Nano X. Now, on the 30-minute time frame chart, to see what we have going on short term for this, you did have a nice Rhodes momentum indicator signal. Now, that took place yesterday. Is what it looks like, and prices above its 30-minute profile. So NNOX, you should see some further rally. Bar number 7 as it works its way up to the 68.50 level. But when it gets to that bar number 9, the bar following 9, that might set in the top for the short-term time frame. NNOX was the ticker symbol. And thanks so much for writing in, Daniel. I hope that helps you out. Have a great weekend. Susanna wants to take a look at MARA and APHA. You're looking for long entries. And that is Susanna in Canada. MARA, or Marathon Patent Group. So let me get this going on my other charts as well. MARA. And here what we know, Susanna, is prices trading above the top of the daily, weekly, and monthly profile. So you got breakout unless we see some kind of topping signal or what have you. This looks like this wants to continue to move higher. And, of course, that's the reason that you're looking to get into it and you're looking for an entry point. So let's pull over the daily time frame chart and start there. And on a daily basis, what do we have for MARA? Not much. Your entry point, I mean, if you're playing this on a momentum move, is like the oscillator and change line. Right now that's printed at 40.03. It never got down there. Weekly chart, we're just seeing what are the signals out here. Weekly chart, no signal of any kind of a top or anything. I don't think there's enough data on the monthly. There's not. We won't worry about that. So on the short-term time frame is really what you have to use, I would say, at this stage of the game. And at this stage of the game, I don't even have a bottoming signal for you in a 30-minute time frame. So, and prices, we're going to go with the 41-ish area. And that was really yesterday's pullback. Oh, I do see wave number 7, so I take that back. We do have wave number 7. That's the top. And prices pulled back to test the top of that profile yesterday. And that's support. So your support area, it's going to be this simple out here, Susanna. Support is either $41, or $29.52 to $35.26. Those would be your support areas on ticker symbol MARA. You also want to take a look at APHA. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that this one has a more identifiable bottom for you. But if not, then if not. Afria Corp. Now, this is consolidating right now with inside its daily profile. In essence, it's been doing it for the last 3 days. It's a bullish structured profile. You're looking for entry points here. Boy, your entry point would be between 1468 and 1662. Price above the weekly profile. Prices above the monthly profile. So APHA. I tried typing that in my other charts, and all that took was A, as if I was from Canada. A. So apparently I do say that fairly often. And being from Detroit, you know, Canada was south of my border out there, and I did spend a decent amount of time in Canada. I guess that's where I picked it up. But with regard to APHA, you don't have a daily topping signal. But hey, one might say, well, what do you mean you don't have a daily topping signal? Steve, let's get up to $32. It's trading at $20 right now. I mean, that's a big percentage decline. Yes, it is. You can see how 1466 held about 4 days ago, Susanna. Price below the oscillator and change line. So I'm pulling for you. That'll give you an entry point area, 1466. Now, if, in fact, price pulls back to that level, and we go back to our very first question, which was Dave in Trumbull, Texas. He was asking about volumes. So in this case here, you'd like to see it pulling back into the 1466, 1662 level with less than daily volume of 76 million shares. That might give you the confidence to go ahead and pull the trigger there. So, Susanna, let's look at the other charts out here, the other time frame charts that is. That is the weekly real quickly. Do we have anything out here, any kind of a top? And we don't. So, wait for this to pull back. If you're lucky enough to get that pullback like you did at the beginning of the week, that would be your entry point. The next question, this is coming in from Mike S. And Mike wants to go to the moon, MOON. And so I'm on board. I would like to go to the moon. How long does it take to get to Mars? How long did it take those guys, that ship, to get up to Mars? That could be a long trip. But let's go take a look at Moon. That is the Direction Moonshot Innovators ETF out here. I don't know what's inside it, but let's go take a look at what it's doing. And right now, it is just simply consolidating with inside its daily profile. The question is Moon due for a pullback, or is it a buy? Not enough data out here for weekly and monthly, so we can't really study it from that standpoint. But I actually do have the weekly chart up on my white background, and it does have a TD9 count top from a weekly basis. That TD9 count top is going to hold as long as price closes, and it looks like it will close below last week's high. So, Mike, that could be a signal that it's going to pull back. Now, the daily time frame, what do we have out here, if anything, for a top? Well, you got a TD9 count top. Okay, so you got your daily TD9 count top. Price is trading below the oscillator and change line and consolidating in there. Your entry point, if you can get it. Don't know that you'll get it. But if price could close like it did yesterday below the bottom of that profile, 47.38, that would suggest 40.56. The moonshot broke out at $40.56. That was for Mike. We'll be right back.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter, a must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave. Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, just $89, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We had a request in Tiger's Den to take a look at ticker symbol VIOT. That is Viomi Technology. Big, gigantic movement. It's had no volume in it until the last couple of days. So this is a nice, big, old breakout move out here. If you're looking to get long this instrument, what we're going to do, because this is one of those, runaway freight trains, is just look to the short-term time frame. And on the short-term time frame, what you can see is at 1:30, this generated a TD 9-count top. And what's it doing since then? It's been pulling back. Now, where's it going to pull back to? Tarpon, if you're really looking to get in on this, you want to watch that oscillator and change line. It's currently printed at $14.93. As price moves up or down, that's going to change just by a bit. And I don't know what the volume is doing, but I'd look at the volume metrics as it's pulling back, and that could be an area. If price closes below the oscillator and change line on a 30-minute basis, then your entry point is $10.30, $10.38, $10.72, and $12.10. I'm not suggesting that's going to get back to that level, but that's what I would be watching if I go to a 15-minute time frame out here, see if there's any kind of a signal. You've got a Rhodes momentum indicator top. Price is below the oscillator and change line. If this gets below 1571, it suggests that it wants to pull back further to about the 1316 area. So the only way I think to deal with these type of instruments here is to go to your short-term time frames, look for some bottoming signals and patterns out there, and then go ahead and fire away, and always use a stop. So as we conclude our day out here, you've got the Dow up 62, the S&P is flat, the NASDAQ is back 44 points out there. When we began the show, we began by taking a look at those TD9 count patterns and the intraday time frame. The 10-minute time frame was what we suggested was we used to say, hey, 30-minute had a TD9 count, and now we take a look at this. A 10-minute said, hey, go ahead and take a trade. That trade should get priced up to the oscillator and change line. It has done that. Now you want to watch the top of that profile, 13,597. If price gets above that, then price should get up to the 30-minute oscillator and change line. That's in about the 13,645-ish area. Folks, thanks so much for being here this week. Stay tuned for 2 more great hours, and I'll look forward to seeing you on Magnificent Monday. Be safe out there, and have a great